welcome to the August 2010 City Focus. On this edition, stay safe this summer. New firefighters on duty. And summer watering calendar. These stories and more on City Focus.
Summer is a great time to enjoy our parks and trails, but remember, heat stress and heat stroke are a possibility and can be avoided. Roger Haney has a few tips to keep you safe this summer.
To avoid getting yourself in a dangerous situation, follow these tips. The most important thing to avoid heat-related incidents is to stay hydrated. Always drink plenty of water before an outdoor activity and drink non-caffeinated, non-alcoholic fluid every 15 to 20 minutes, even if you don't feel thirsty. Remember to wear lightweight, light-colored, loose-fitting clothes. Protect yourself with a hat or umbrella if you will be outside for a long period of time. Make sure you use sunscreen with an SPF factor of 15 or more to avoid getting burned. It's also a good idea to bring a cell phone along in case you encounter an emergency situation.
To avoid heat stress this summer, we recommend that parents remind and encourage their children to take plenty of breaks and drink plenty of water during the day. Children are so involved with playing that they forget to take a break and they continue to play until they're thirsty. Once they're thirsty, they're already 30% dehydrated. If you see signs of dehydration, such as they've stopped sweating or they're passing out, they're dizzy, you want to definitely call 911 and get them to a hospital. Less severe signs are going to be cramping and thirst and nausea. You definitely want to make sure they take a break and get hydrated and seek medical treatment if it persists or it gets worse.
With a little bit of effort and preparation, you and your family can enjoy our parks and trail systems throughout the heat of the summer. For more information about Parks and Recreation, visit roundrocktexas.gov/parksandrec.
The City of Round Rock holds unclaimed property under $100 for things like uncashed utility refunds, payments for jury duty, or overpayments. To help you find money you might be owed, the city has created an unclaimed property search system. To get to the unclaimed property page, go to the Departments drop-down and select Finance, and then Unclaimed Property. Or you can surf directly to roundrocktexas.gov/unclaimedproperty. This page has information on the program as well as the forms to file if you're owed money. To see if there is any unclaimed property in you or your business's name, click the Unclaimed Property Listing link. Here you can look up listings alphabetically or search for your name. If you wish to see all listings, check out the full list. If you find your name in the system, you can click on the How to Claim Your Property link to go back to the main page and download a claim form for you or your business. When the form is complete, mail it to the City of Round Rock Finance Department at the address listed, and you'll be well on your way to claiming the money you are owed.
In July, the Round Rock Fire Department brought on 6 new firefighters to be stationed throughout the city. Mackenzie Kelly has more on the training they've undergone.
Becoming a firefighter in Round Rock is no easy task. Our new recruits recently underwent extensive training before hitting the streets.
Their training ranged from physical conditioning to vehicle extrication to putting out real fires in a controlled environment. This training helps the department gauge how prepared each new recruit is prior to putting them on a truck.
Yeah, the training's been pretty tough. We've been working really hard, sweating a lot, and I think once we hit the streets we'll be well prepared to run those calls, and I can't wait.
In the event of an emergency, better preparation can mean the difference between life and death. We can all feel confident in how hard our firefighters work every day to ensure our safety.
The anchor for Nancy and I through all these years, but Congressman Carter couldn't be here today.
In the hot summer months, watering our yards can put a lot of stress on our water system. Christy Justice has the details on how you can save water and money without sacrificing your lawn.
To help reduce stress on the water system, the City of Round Rock is asking everyone to follow our watering calendar to help keep your yard looking great.
The current watering calendar is a twice-a-week watering schedule with all non-residential properties watering on Tuesdays and Fridays. Residential properties that have an odd address are Wednesdays and Saturdays, and residential properties with even addresses are Thursdays and Sundays. And again, we ask that customers not water between the hours of 10 in the morning and 7 in the evening just because it's hot, you have higher evaporation rates.
To help remember your watering days, we have an interactive tool at roundrocktexas.gov/waterwise. Answer 2 simple questions and you will be given your exact day to water. You can even add your watering days to your desktop calendar so you can remember more easily. Smart watering habits not only keep your yard looking nice, they can save you and our utility system a great deal of money.
The City of Round Rock builds their infrastructure for peak day demand. That's the highest days used for that year. Residential customers have a great impact on this as their water usage more than doubles from their winter months to their summer months. So if residential customers can conserve water and be smart with their irrigation, this helps that peak day usage go down, which it impacts all of our citizens by pushing out the need for infrastructure improvements, which helps keep our utility rates low.
Conserving water and only watering on your set days will help keep your yard looking great and save us all money in the long run.
As Round Rock continues to be one of the fastest growing cities in the country, planning for our future is critical. Shannon McIntyre has more on the recent update to the city's general plan.
The general plan is Round Rock's guide to long-range planning and community development. The City Council recently approved the plan's latest update.
The general plan is the main policy document guiding the growth and development of Round Rock, and it's updated every 10 years, and it sets a vision basically for the city over the next decade. What do we want things to be like 10 years from now, and how do we get there? And so we had a series of public focus group meetings. We had a public phone survey, all to garner their input about where they stand on these issues. We have a number of recommendations in the general plan. Recommendations that deal with historic preservation, environmental preservation, parks and recreation, etc. And so all of these recommendations are things that can be considered and taken up by the community. These are ideas. This is part of the visioning process of what we want the city to be 10 years from now. And people can sort through these ideas and say, well, gee, we like this one. We want to make the city a better place in this way. It's not saying, well, we have to do this, 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 and this, but it's saying this is what we decided as a community is important to us. This is what we value. And right now we're going to choose to take this recommendation and sort of make it happen.
The general plan is available on the city's website and at the Round Rock Public Library. We encourage everyone to take a look at the city's plans for handling the challenges of the next decade.
Yippee-yi-ki-yo, get along, little doggy. Would you look at this mess? If I ever get my hands on the yahoos responsible for messing up these beautiful Texas roads, I'm gonna moo, moo.
I didn't know longhorns could talk.
Me neither.
Horses, I've seen horses talk.
And pigs, remember that movie?
That was a great movie.
I love that pig.
And now, a Preservation Minute, brought to you by the City of Round Rock Department of Planning and Community Development. Many of the buildings in downtown Round Rock were built in the late 1870s after the International and Great Northern Railroad line came through the area. A stroll through Round Rock's downtown commercial historic district provides a look into our city's past. The Broom Factory building at 100 East Main was built in 1880. Once one of Round Rock's main employers, the Broom Factory brought recognition to the city in 1904 after winning a gold medal at the World's Fair in St. Louis. The building at 108 East Main was originally a grocery store and later the Round Rock Bank. The Art Deco facade was added by Jackson's Furniture Store in 1937. The Round Rock Leader newspaper offices were at the 1881 Morgan Miller Building, 112 East Main, for about 40 years starting in 1937. The Round Rock Professional Building at 116 East Main was the Rock Movie Theater from 1939 to 1969. The brick building at 118 East Main was built for Farmer State Bank in 1920 to replace the city's Opera House, which was destroyed by fire in 1916. Koppel's Grocery Store at 101 East Main was one of the first buildings constructed in Newtown in 1876. Just down the street was the Robinson Building, built in 1886 at 117 East Main. This was the Fair, the company store for the Round Rock White Lime Company. One of Round Rock's largest stores was the Nelson Hardware Company at 201-203 East Main, which supplied much of the material used to build our city's now historic homes. These and the other buildings that make up Round Rock's Commercial Historic District are listed on the National Register of Historic Places.